What's up guys, it's Legend X Rona, and today I have a top 5 Injustice video for you guys. In today's top 5, I will be discussing the top 5 new characters that I want to see added onto the roster for Injustice 2, whether it's on the main roster or as a DLC character. With NetherRealm Studios creating a whole new story for the next Injustice game, there's a few DC characters who I really want to see make their way onto the roster. There's so many characters who they could possibly add into the game that I think could add some unique gameplay or interesting story role in the game. So here are the 5 characters that I hope to see added in Injustice 2. Starting the list at number 5, we have Killer Croc. Currently lacking a good amount of tank characters, I think that Killer Croc would be a great new character to be put in Injustice 2. Having been in the new Suicide Squad movie, I feel like he has some kind of current relevance in the DC universe that could attract more casual fans of DC who like the movie. Killer Croc would be a great tank character for the game in my opinion, and a good replacement for Bane from the previous game. Being a tank, I can see him having basic special moves where he does strike based attacks, and I can see him maybe having a move where he bites the opponent too. He could also have a move that makes him invincible for like a long period of time, considering that's like a normal tank move for most tank characters to have in fighting games, and maybe he can have a move that heals him a bit considering that he has regenerative abilities. For his super move, I can imagine him rampaging and assaulting the opponent, biting them and just beating them senseless. Now honestly, I don't think that he has that much of a chance of being in the game, but I would really like it if they gave him a chance to be in the game as a new playable character. Moving on to the 4th character on the list, we have Poison Ivy. Being a definite choice for a female to be added into the Injustice 2 roster, I really would like to see Poison Ivy added into the game. She's been one of my favorite female characters slash villains since I was a kid and I've seen the Batman and Robin movie starring George Clooney as Batman. I think that Poison Ivy would be a perfect choice for a female to add into the game due to her manipulation over plants being a new power that could be introduced in the Injustice games, and the fact that she's such an iconic DC female. I definitely think that she would be more of a zoning character if she was in the game, mainly due to her using her plants to fight for her mainly and not really being a hand-to-hand fighter. Her gameplay could be really cool with her being able to possibly call out plants during the fight or set up traps with them, and maybe possibly some kind of seductive stun move or poisonous moves maybe. And I think as far as her super move, we could probably see her attacking the opponent with different plants and ending it with her calling a huge plant that might eat the opponent and spit them out or something. Poison Ivy is a frequently asked for character and a character who I think has a high chance of being in the game. Ed has mentioned her in a tweet where a fan was asking about her being in the game, so maybe we might have a chance of actually seeing her put onto the roster. On to the 3rd character on the list, Starfire. Being a big Teen Titans fan, I think that Starfire would be a really cool character that could be added into Injustice 2's roster. She's never been playable in a well-known DC game, so I think that this would be a great chance for her to be playable. Her super strength, ability of flight, and her energy bolts could be used to give her some great gameplay in the game if they were to do it right and have it done different than characters like Supergirl. I imagine her being more of a zoning character mainly because of her signature energy bolts being like her main method of fighting. As far as her super move would go, I imagine her definitely flying around and hitting the opponent and then finishing up with her eyes glowing green like when she's mad, and then hitting them with a barrage of energy bolts. Seeing Starfire in the game would be awesome, and she's definitely a character I would hope to see added into the game on the main roster or possibly as a DLC character. A lot of fans have been asking Ed about her being in the game, which he has acknowledged in a few tweets, so hopefully he makes the decision to add her in. Sitting at number 2 on my list, we have Static Shock. Static Shock would be a really cool character for them to add into the game. I used to really like watching the Static Shock cartoon as a kid, so it would be really cool to actually see him playable in a video game. Now Static was already a playable character in the Injustice mobile game after a lot of people demanded him to be in the last game, but instead they ended up putting him in the mobile game, and I did think that he had really good gameplay with his electric powers and the use of magnetic hover disc that he had in the game. I think that he could really use some of his gameplay from the mobile game and amp it up and add a bit more moves to him so that he has some great gameplay if he were to be added in Injustice 2. His gameplay was really awesome and different from characters like Black Adam Shazam, who also uses electricity. And his use of the hover disc as a weapon is really cool to me, and it could open up a way for a lot of cool, unique moves that he could have. I think his super move in the mobile game is okay, though I feel like they could do more with it. But I imagine that they would probably just give him the same super move if he was put into the game due to them doing the same thing with Deadshot. I can also see him having his design in the mobile game being like his default design, and you could add a bunch of different gear to him like his jacket to change up how he looks. So with that being said, I think that Static Shock really should have a chance of being onto the roster for Injustice 2, and if not, then possibly as a DLC character. I know a lot of people want to see him added in as well, so I think that NetherRealm Studios should really give him a chance to be a playable character and even give him some kind of role in the Injustice 2 story. Moving on to the final character on the list, Beast Boy. Being a character that I've liked since I was a kid, I think Beast Boy definitely deserves a chance to be in the game, and I know a whole lot of people would agree. His powers would bring some really unique and new gameplay to the Injustice games. I mean, could you imagine being able to change into all these different animals while you're fighting? His combos and special moves would be amazing. Now, I do think that if he was in, they wouldn't have every animal that he can turn into in the game. They probably would have a few animals that he could turn into for his special moves, and maybe different combos if they were to do that. And possibly something else for his power move as well. As far as his super move, they could have him turn into a bunch of different animals, including a T-Rex, all during the scene while he's attacking the opponent. Now, though I really want Beast Boy in Injustice 2 more than any of these new characters on this list, I unfortunately don't think that they will add him onto the main roster, and that's mainly due to me not being able to see him really have a role in the story. But I do think that he could or would be DLC if enough people really just demanded him to be in the game. A lot of people do want him in, so maybe if we continue to make our voices heard to Ed, maybe like on Twitter or something, Ed will make the decision to add Beast Boy in Injustice 2 on the main roster, and if not, as a DLC character for the game. So these are the 5 new characters I really want to see added onto the Injustice 2 roster. I think all these characters could have really great and unique gameplay if it's done right, and some of them could play a really good role in the story. If anyone might be wondering why Red Hood isn't on my list though, it's mainly because I'm pretty positive that he will be on the roster, so I thought I would talk about more of my other top picks instead. But as far as a wish list of new characters I want to see in the game, this would be my list of characters that I want to see added in. So what do you guys think about my list of new characters that I want to see in Injustice 2? Are any of these characters that you want to see in as well? And if not, who are the 5 new characters that you want to see added onto the roster? Be sure to let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. I'm still going to be doing a full roster prediction video, which won't be based off of who I want, but who I think will be in the game. So if you want to see that, be sure to let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, I'll really appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, check out my other videos and subscribe for more Injustice videos. This is Legend X Ronin, and I'll see you guys later.